Alright, let's revise quickly the rules for significant figures. If you have any numbers from 1 to 9, rule number 1, they're all significant. Leading zeros means if you have just zeros before a number starts or a decimal starts, they are never counted. Number 3, captive zeros, if you have any zeros sandwiched between numbers, they are significant, they will be counted. Number 4, if you have trailing zeros, that means if you have zeros at the end of a number after the decimal point, they're always counted. The last one, if you have trailing zeros but there is no decimal point, then it depends on the question. This is why they have given sometimes. We will see that when we are doing the question. Let's move on to the question. Question number 1. It says round off to the number of significant figures given in the brackets. Now, whenever we are rounding off any kind of numbers, we always start counting from the left. And over here, two significant figures, these are your two significant figures. We don't count any leading zeros according to the rules, so these are your two significant figures. This is your one significant figure, starting from the left always, one significant figure, three significant figures. Notice that we are counting the zeros because they are sandwich zeros, so they count. Now, how we round them off? We look at the number next to them. And if it is less than 5, we don't have to do anything. But if it is 5 or more than 5, we are supposed to add 1 to the number preceding it or the number before it. So in this case, it's a 6, so we are supposed to add a 1. It's a 7, so we are supposed to add a 1 to the number before it. We look at the number next to it, it is more than 5, so we're supposed to add 1 to the number before it. This number is less than 5, so we don't need to bother. Now let's round off all these numbers. Now, this number when rounded off, the 3 stays exactly as it is. 7 plus 1 gives you 8, and for the last digit you write a 0. Notice this was number in hundreds and your answer is in hundreds as well. This does not change. Next, we have 0.6. We were supposed to add a 1 over here. This becomes 7, and we don't write the zeros. If you have a decimal number, we can drop the zeros over here. You don't need to. So we have rounded this number off to two significant figures. For the next one, 5 plus 1 gives you 6, and for the remaining 4 digits, we write zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice that the number we started was in tens of thousands, and your answer is also in tens of thousands. Next, 1 plus 1 gives you 2, and the number we were rounding off, this becomes a 0. The remainder is also going to become a 0, and we can leave the decimal part out. So we have rounded this off to one significant figure. Next, look at the next number. It is 3. So we are going to add nothing. And what we are left with is 5.00. You notice that I'm writing the zeros after the decimal in this case. This is only because we need 3 significant figures. And the zeros are significant, so we keep them. So be very careful when you're doing questions like these. Follow the rules, but you are going to go around it depending on the number you have. Question number 2, state the number of significant figures in each of the following. All right. Now in the first one, we have a sandwich 0 and we have a trailing 0. Both of these are significant. So over here, we end up with 4 significant numbers in total. We have a sandwich 0, we have digits, and altogether they are significant, and there are 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. Trailing 0, we don't count them. They are not, leading 0. This is not significant. We are not going to count it. Trailing zeros after a decimal are significant. So 1, 2, and 3, these make 3 significant figures. We have 3. Next, leading zeros don't count, but the numbers do. 1, 2, and 3, 3 significant figures. Sandwich zeros are significant, and trailing zeros after a decimal are significant. So we're going to count all of them. Altogether, we have six numbers, so we have six significant figures. Just follow the rules and you will end up in a good place without any mistakes. Question number three. State the number of significant figures in each of the following. Now we have conditions that we have to follow. The first number to the nearest 10 meters. Identify your 10 place. We have to stop counting over here. To the nearest kilometer, obviously it's the entire number. To the nearest 10,000 kilometer, identify your 10,000 place. This is it. We're supposed to stop counting over here. You followed the condition. All right. And now we are going to round off our numbers according to the conditions. To the nearest 10, we start counting from this side left. We have 1, 2, and 3. Three significant figures in this case. Remember, we have a number in hundreds. We are going to count to 0 in this case so that it remains as a number in hundreds. 1, 2, and 3. To the nearest kilometer, this entire number gives you the nearest kilometer. So we have 5 significant figures in this case. We're supposed to stop counting at the 10,000 place value. We identified it. We start counting from the left. We just have 2 significant figures in this case. So this clarifies the last rule where you have to consider sometimes whether you count or not. It depends on the question again. Last question, a piece of fabric has a length of 6.07 meters. Give this measurement in meters, correct to one significant figure. So we just take the number 6.07 meters. We start counting from the left. We identify the first significant figure, 1. We just needed 1. We look at the next number, it is less than 5, so there is nothing we have to do. And this simply rounds off to 6 meters. The next one says give the measurement in centimeters and then correct it to 2 significant figures. All right. We know that every meter contains 100 centimeters, so we're just going to multiply by 100 to change this into centimeters. Let's see, we are multiplying, and we multiply whenever we multiply with a 10 or 100, the decimal skips toward the right, and it skips according to the number of zeros. We have 2 zeros in 100, so it's going to skip, jump 2 places over here, and this becomes 607 centimeters. We have changed the units, and now we're going to identify our significant figures. All right. 2 significant figures. We start counting from the left, 1 and 2. It's a sandwich 0, so it counts. We look at the next number, it is more than 5, so we're supposed to add a 1 to the number preceding it or before it. And this becomes, the 0 plus 1 becomes 1. 6 stays as it is, and this one we were rounding off, so it becomes 0. We notice that we had a number in hundreds. We end up with an answer in our hundreds. This is very important and we need to be careful about it. Write, revise, repeat, and your maths will never go wrong.